Morning. This is the parking area, or a parking area, at the Luxor Las Vegas. This is a casino hotel that's been around for a while, but I had a request for a video tour, and we're going to see Luxor 2018. This building is part of the Luxor. Of course, they're advertising Blue Man Group. And of course, here is the pyramid that we're so familiar with. And work is going on to rehab this pool area, though way in the distance you can see a pool area that is operational. These guys better work fast because the weather is in the 90s and it's becoming very good pool weather in Las Vegas. Okay, we are in from the parking area, and this is dark, and we can look up and see structures and part of the iconic design roof of this place. We always must take a look at the restrooms. This is a restroom, the first restroom that we run into coming off the parking area. Not glamorous, but nice. It says Bud Light Las Vegas, but actually this is the sports book. Came by earlier and there was no one here, but there are a few folks now beginning to enjoy the videos and I guess place their bet. This is the bar that is immediately across from the sports book, and a couple of people have found it already. One of the entertainers at the Luxor is Criss Angel, and we have read that his contract, I believe, will end sometime this year, but in the meantime, Mind Freak is here, and Criss Angel seems to have a number of fans that keep this show going. Reviews haven't been the greatest. I have not seen the show, but it's here, and this is a great picture. Right near the show box office is something called Backstage Deli, and it is around noontime on a Thursday, so a few people have found their way to the deli for lunch or maybe even breakfast. You know, Las Vegas doesn't get started until about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Restaurant we see is called Tender. It is a steak and seafood restaurant that will be packed with people, I'm sure, in the evening. From the Luxor, one can take an elevator and go directly to the shops at Mandalay Place, and that is reasonably high-end shopping, lots to see, and places to eat and drink there too. Of course, the Luxor has its share of slot machines. When the Luxor opened in 1993, most of their income came from slots, but a recent report in the Review Journal indicated that casinos these days receive much more income from room rates, restaurants, and entertainment in their casinos. So the slot machines are still here, but there are many other places to spend your money. If you're a big gambler and want a free meal, stop here at the casino host room. I guess that's what this is. Not terribly elegant, but that's the sign on the door. Lots of room here for table games. Did you know roulette was a group sport? Well, it is, or it can be. In the middle of the casino is a bar called Centra. If you want to have credit for the money you spend at Luxor or any of the MGM properties, you can get an M Life card. Here we are in the Luxor's huge lobby area. You can still see some of the Egyptian theme, which was the original idea of the resort, although much of that theme has disappeared in recent years and other things have taken its place. This is quite the lobby. This little 24/7 store right off the lobby is always open, and they are featuring buy 2 cans of beer and get a free shot. So drink away. An interesting sign in the lobby. And here you thought the future of Las Vegas was going to be all about football and hockey. It's advertising the ESPORTS Arena. Aurora Lounge looks out onto the lobby and all the folks waiting for check-in. And there are quite a few. And now we are going upstairs to see what is here. Want to buy some liquor and just walk around with it? You can come here. Booze to Cruise is the name of the shop, and right in front is a photo booth. So maybe you want to take a before and after photo. The photo booth is the Chonga Bar. The Chonga is T&T, tacos, and tequila. This is what I remember the box office for Carrot Top, Bodies, the exhibition, etc. Blue Man Group is here as well. So there are plenty of entertainment options here at the Luxor. Those options are Bodies, the exhibition, and Titanic, the artifact exhibition. This place called the Lioness Beauty Bar. Logos, this is LX Logo Shop. They have an $8 logo t-shirt. Lights on the floor that are directing us here. Aha, the Blue Man Group. Blue Man Group has its own store. Rice and Company is up here as well. Restaurant, sushi, bar, and lounge. And there are 3 rather stiff guys guarding the entrance. Dream Showroom features Fantasy and Carrot Top, the comedian. I believe, if this is the same place, I saw Carrot Top several years ago. It's a long winding stairway up, although you can't, there are elevators, I believe. Anyway, Carrot Top is usually quite topical and quite funny. He is Wednesday through Monday at 8 p.m., Dark Tuesday, and Fantasy is a topless show. Carrot Top is known for his props. If you need a bit of oxygen, this is the Vitality Oxygen Bar. This is the Luxor Food Court. And first stop, of course, in the morning is Starbucks. And then for lunch we have LA Subs and New York Pizzeria and Johnny Rockets and Nathan's famous hot dogs and chicken wings, and the original chicken tender, and I'm going to have to look a little farther. There's a chapel. Oh my goodness. I have to get closer so I can read the sign. This is a chapel, the chapel at Luxor, for saying I do, a renewal of vows and wedding packages starting as low as $395. So if you want an inexpensive wedding and the guests can exit right to the food court, Come to the Luxor. Elvis is in the chapel. This is quite a lovely establishment. I'm not sure that the entrance off the food court is the right entrance, but this is very nice. And here is one of the chapels where your friends could be with you, and great pictures would result. For a larger wedding, there is another chapel right here. Love the signs. Do it in public. Public House, Las Vegas. Get blown away, Blue Man Group. The buffet at Luxor also features a one-price, delightful all-day meals. I'll have to go check that out. On the second floor is a store called the Pearl Factory. New to the Luxor is this area called the ESPORTS Arena. And what I'm told is that folks can come in here and play video games for a price. And there's even a tournament later today. People pay, when they come to the esports, they pay $25 a day to be in here and play on their own accounts or accounts established by the operation here. And what we have on the screen is a replay of a tournament that was held, I think he said last week, where the grand prize was $50,000 and the entry was $75,000. There's another tournament tonight. He said, don't forget to go into the arena. So I said, for $25, how do you make money? Well, they have items for sale and they have a full-service bar and restaurant that means you could bring food in. Okay, we're coming into the arena. And I'm not quite sure what this is. I wish I were a game player. This whole area opened March 25th, I think it is. Ah, this is the arena. Holy Toledo. It is enormous. They're doing some work in here, so I can't actually go in, but holy Toledo, look at this. And look at that screen. So they can accommodate a lot of folks here. Looks like there's even a balcony. A whole new world. This is a big, big, big space. I think this is the cafe I passed when I was coming into the casino area. It's called the Pyramid Cafe. And there's a huge entrance. And way in the distance I can see tables. So it's probably a large coffee shop. And it's private. And at the Luxor, the buffet is downstairs. That's somewhat unusual. And we're going to take a look. Lovely pictures of available food here. And see if we can gather a look. It's the Luxor Buffet, and it's quite unusual. Lots of sections. I happened to come in the exit door as somebody was coming out. I will not be eating, but this is it. Well, it's kind of inviting, I think. very big service area. And I gather you pour your own drinks. Nice. Well, surely one can find something to eat at the Luxor Buffet. Don't know quite how to pronounce this name. A-L something N-K Technologies. There's some folks in here. And they have sparkly covers for your iPhone. A perfect souvenir of Las Vegas. Next door to the electronics store is the Luggage Plus. Luggage Plus has hats, at least. Another kind of has everything store. They have the same sign, buy 2 cans of beer and get a free shot. There's another Starbucks store here. And I'm not quite sure what is ahead of us. Looks like a kiosk or a special kind of store that just is occupied along the wall. Interesting. Something I've never seen before. If you can find your way around this large place, you can find your way to Blizz, frozen yogurt and desserts, and it is across from another Starbucks. So that's the third one I've seen so far. Folks like Starbucks. I've done this before and I can't help it, taking pictures of rear ends to indicate the end of this video. I've enjoyed walking through the Luxor, and my goodness, that esports is absolutely fascinating. I think folks who stay here will have plenty to do.